December the 13th, 2025, I did a live stream about the wrath of God striking down the first openly gay player with brain cancer, Jason Collins. And when I say the wrath of God, meaning when you choose to sell your soul to the devil for fame and fortune, and that's what he did. Okay, he allowed himself to become a puppet for the alphabet agenda. He became the first man to come out as openly gay while playing in, meaning to come out. You know, it's celebrated in Western culture when you're a man and you come out and declare that you have sex with other men, and that makes you a celebrity and that makes you famous and so forth. So he was the first man to come out of any of America's 4 leading professional sports teams to say, "Hey, I have sexual attractions and sexual desires and actions with other men, and let's celebrate and let's give them awards and all that." You know, you deciding to cause yourself to be a tool for Satan. You're deciding to promote something that leads to death, and when you do that, then yes, the wrath of the God of life and health will come upon you in the form of the bad karma that you created, that you decided to do. Okay, this is his actions. And then you add on top of that, so you're promoting a death style, you're promoting sexual immorality, and you're a flesh eater. So you add that, and I mean, you're asking for it. You're asking for it. You're asking for a dire outcome to your life. And his life was very short. As most who participated, I mean, the Satanic American diet alone. Eating the Satanic American diet alone, tortured, murdered animal flesh combined with ultra processed foods, that alone will kill you in your 40s. But you add that with what these people do behind closed doors and letting yourself be used as a sock puppet. The last thing we need in our society, we don't need men with men and women with women. We need families. When you choose to go into that death style, you are choosing to spit in the face of the ever-present creator. At the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ the Nazarene, my religion is health and life. Anything, any action, we go beyond food. I preach about this on my live streams. So don't get it twisted. All of you coming over to me, and there was somebody the other day, I see he's just I had high hopes for him he was on Vegan LinkedIn. I came over here and he's a religious fanatic. And, I don't ever put the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan, in no box. OK, I am a servant to the creator, to the ever present creator, the God of life and health, and anything that goes against life and health and the character of the creator. And the creator is a combination of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It is the masculine and the feminine together that produces life. The creator has made that evident. So your fight is against biology and against the creator. In any action, whether it's what we eat, whether it's sexually, whether it's what we wear, what we drink, that goes against health and life, then I have an obligation to stand against it. Amen. So you have to understand that. Okay, it goes way beyond just what we eat. And so I did a video on him. He had brain cancer. And of course, he went through the treatments. I mean, cancer is as much of a spiritual disease as it is a physical disease. He had cancer in the brain. I mean, you used your brain to come up with all of these different ways to try to convince people that something evil is something righteous. Then, yeah, you'll stress the cells out in your brain. Cancer is almost 30% spiritual. Cancer is a spiritual disease. So even right there in your so-called good book is very clear. When you don't obey the commandments of life, you incur wrath upon you because you are choosing to live rebelliously. So he did all the treatments. And as usual, I have some very important videos on cancer on the Unleashed News channel, my membership channel, which is only $10 a month, $120 a year. And I have very detailed videos on the truth about cancer and the truth about these cancer treatments. So he was undergoing treatment and now he's dead at age 47. Okay. He was a sock puppet. He was a sock puppet for wickedness. That's what he was. That's what he decided to do. It's bad enough he was a professional athlete. Most of these athletes have no morals. Most of these athletes, all they care, they're narcissists, they're whores, male whores. They care nothing about that. That's what they are. Okay, most of them, more often than not. You see Dwight Howard. You all see what these people do behind closed doors. When is the last time you seen an athlete stand for anything righteous? Our $4,000 love offering for Nuru's Children's Home is due on the 20th. This ministry supports 100 orphans and staff every single month. Unfortunately, due to selfishness and leeching, we hardly ever raise the $4,000 needed to support our children. This causes our home to greatly suffer from a lack of essential needs. The full $4,000 every single month is required to purchase their fruits and vegetables, essential supplements, school supplies, clothing, medical expenses, hygiene needs, and more. I will also be providing video evidence of a second Nuru Children's Home we have started as an emergency necessity in an even more impoverished area. Our second home has 63 children, therefore having the entire $4,000 amount every 20th of every month has become even more critical. If you are tuning in to this ministry, to the Health Reformation Church of Jesus Christ the Nazarene, the Lord does not want to hear any excuses on why you can't even give $100 per month to help us care for our orphans. The Lord's universal law is simple. If you ignore the cries of the poor children, he will ignore your cries for help as well. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. Cash App $ Minister of Wellness. We must gather the $4,000 immediately before the 20th. All the ways to give are right there on the screen. Fight against your selfishness and rise to the occasion and help me take care of these babies. The ministerofwellness.com/give for credit or debit card. The ministerofwellness.com/give for debit or credit card. Zelle is right there on the screen. Minister Nathaniel at the ministerofwellness.com. Make sure you spell it correctly. I also have Google Pay and paypal.me/Minister of Wellness. PayPal.me/Minister of Wellness. I mean, they don't. All they care about is themselves. So it's already bad enough that you're doing that. But yeah, he was the first one out of the 4 major sports. That don't mean he was the first one in there, because the NBA, the NFL, these professional athletic teams are filled with homosexuals. Most of them just stay in the closet on the down low, like Dwight Howard, the famous center who used to play for different teams. He got 3, 4, 5 kids, and yet this man on Instagram hunting for different men to have threesomes with. So this is what most of them, a lot of them, let me be careful with my words. A lot of them allegedly are doing behind closed doors anyway. He was just the first one to be open about it. And of course, the Society of Satan celebrated it. That's what they do. They celebrate wickedness. They celebrate anything that is anti-life. That's what they celebrate. And here at the Religion of Life and Health, we celebrate the Creator, and we celebrate what produces life. We are very pro-family here at the Religion of Health and Life. We are very pro-family. We are pro-creation, masculine and the feminine, biological male, biological female, in loving, committed relationships, producing children and raising those children in the righteousness and the love of the Creator. Anything, anyone, or any system, I don't care if they have the whole alphabet, you go against that, then you are operating under Satan, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy families, like he comes to steal, kill, and destroy animals. And when you choose to steal, kill, and destroy, whether it is through diet or through sex or through your advocacy, the wrath of the Creator will never leave you. May he rest in peace. His torment is over in this lifetime. Mr. Jason Collins torment his days of being a sock puppet for Satan. So, this is what the monster God does. He uses you. Satan uses you, chews you up and spits you out. So he's dead at age 47 from brain cancer. But I say with all sincerity of heart that may the Most High truly have mercy on his miserable soul at his judgment, because he's going to need it. May the Most High truly have mercy on his own. Condolences to the man's family, friends, loved ones, or whoever. I was saying condolences, brothers and sisters. We have to just pray for the Creator's mercies upon these degenerate vampires. Okay? I have everything you need for your essential supplement needs at the ministerofwellness.com, the ministerofwellness.com. My online store is so important because not only does it give you what you need for your health, and my supplements are high quality, my supplements are potent because I'm very careful with putting my name on a supplement. So I vouch for the Minister of Wellness name brand supplements. However, here's something important to consider. My supplements are not only more expensive than others because of the quality and the potency, which is important, but brothers and sisters, I am proud to be able to state to you that 90% of all profits that come through you purchasing the Minister of Wellness books, vitamins, minerals, sea moss, goes into our missionary initiatives. So when you choose to support the online store at the retail cost without waiting for a sale, you're not only helping yourself, but you are still helping the poor. That's the beauty. That's the spiritual blessing of supporting the ministerofwellness.com online store. The ministerofwellness.com, the ministerofwellness.com. Help yourself and help the poor by making a decision to purchase the Minister of Wellness products at the full retail cost. So keep that in mind, family. When you go to my online store and you see the prices and you say, oh, this looks to be expensive. Yes, because of the quality, the potency, but also the most important is that I am a 90% tither according to the true Nazarene Ebionite teachings of the Master Yahushua HaMashiach. Thank you for understanding that. Thank you in advance for supporting the ministerofwellness.com online store at the retail cost.